So this is the last palace, used as the living residence for the empress. Heart of earthly tranquility. For the emperor, called the heavenly purity. For ladies, earthly tranquility. Heaven and earth, emperor and empress. So there's a sundial over here. Yeah, the time, like a time piece to tell the time in the past. But now we can see the shadow on the front side of it. From the autumn equinox to the next spring equinox, we are supposed to look at the shadow on the back side of it instead of the front. Yeah. And this palace divided into two parts. The west chamber used for religious chamber, and this chamber used as the wedding chamber. Emperor and empress had to spend the first 3 nights in this chamber when they get married. But the last empress, in 1644, empress committed suicide by hanging herself in this palace.
Didn't want to marry him.
Because the emperor committed suicide. His
Oh,
wife.
and then she committed suicide after him.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yes.
Those Qing emperors did not live in this place. Because they consider this place like an ominous, unlucky place.
Sure.
Only when the emperor get married and for the religious purpose.
Different interior
Did she
for the
paint it pink?
ladies. Did
Yeah.
she paint it pink? Yeah, exactly. No, was there a difference, or did she have to follow the the tradition?
Yes.
Just with the decorating inside.
Because women like different things than males.
Yes. They
There
have
was a
some.
difference.
They have the differences. They have their own characteristics, but very slight,
Okay.
very tiny part. They have to drive the same because they have a lot of regulations for everybody.
Yeah.
It said that only the regulations for everybody, for those palace made, the girl, the concubine, there's a whole book composed by 803 pages. You have to, no matter you walk, you talk, you decorate your room, you sleep, you have kind of regulations to follow. Always.
following protocol.
Yes, always have a protocol. What time you get up
Ah,
and where you sit when you have a dinner or lunch.
Have any-
Probably you can only see the color of yellow in the Forbidden City and or the Summer Palace and all those imperial places. When you go to the Hutong, the living quarter for the common civilians, you can only see the color of black and gray, the, the typical colors for the common people.
Is that yellow for like gold? Because it kind of
Gold.
looks very similar to gold.
Yeah,
Sure,
golden color, purple color,
Sure.
and the yellow color. They are the colors for the royalties. So we are at the now currently we're at the last major spot along the central axis. So the Imperial Garden. This garden is quite small, only 12,000 square meters. But compared to the Summer Palace, this is nothing. Summer Palace, which is equivalent to the size, full size of the Forbidden City. But this was the only place for those ladies to entertain themselves in the past because they do not allow to step out of the inner court, not mention the Forbidden City. They have to stay here. This is the only place for them to entertain themselves until only unless they were given the permission to travel with the emperor together to the Summer Palace. Otherwise, they have to remain stay in the Forbidden City. Yeah, a lot of trees planted in the garden. Many of them have a history more than 400 years. That means they were planted in the Ming Dynasty. So this is a cabo tree. Cabo tree, their branches entwined together like a cabo um, holding each other. So that's the tree has a history around 200 years.
They seem they're making fun. They're
Yeah, that's it.
getting their imagination, or is it?
This is the incense burner, the largest incense burner in the Forbidden City, 4.2 meters high, for burning incense. People put the sandalwood branches into the body of the incense burner. Mm. A lot of people try to rob that animal.
Oh,
That
really?
animal is one of the 9 sons of the dragon, Sunni. Yeah, a lot of people try to attach, rub it to bring them good luck.